My neighbor thinks I hexed her because her sourdough starter died, and now she's staging counterspells in my yard. Posted in r/best of Redditor updates. Original post August 8, 2025. So I live in a duplex, and my neighbor, let's call her Linda, is this 50-something woman who's really into witchcraft, crystals, moon water, the whole deal. I don't care, she's harmless, or she was. About a month ago, she came over ranting that her sourdough starter died overnight and that she could feel my energy was bad that day. I laughed because, it's bread goo. I told her maybe it was just mold or she forgot to feed it. Big mistake. Ever since, she's convinced I hexed her kitchen. She started doing these loud, cleansing rituals in our shared front yard at like 3 a.m., burning sage, chanting in what I think is bad Spanish, and sprinkling mystery liquid around my plants. One morning, I found my basil covered in glitter. Last week, she escalated. I came home and there was a raw chicken, not even packaged, just a raw, slimy chicken, sitting in the middle of my welcome mat with a note taped to it that said the curse is returned. I literally had to bleach my doorstep. I've tried ignoring it, but last night she knocked on my door holding a mason jar of cloudy water and told me to drink this so we can be friends again. I said no, Linda, and shut the door. She started screaming that I don't respect the balance and that the bread gods will punish me. Now I'm wondering if I should call the police, but how do you even explain my neighbor thinks I killed her yeast and is retaliating with poultry-based magic? Relevant comments. Commenter. I had a neighbor with delusional thinking and had to have the police talk to her and explain where she legally can do her crazy. She took their instructions seriously. It didn't keep her from standing in the street and yelling at me, but she never came on my property or talked to my kids. Commenter. I'm into witchcraft and I'm pagan. I didn't think kitchen witches took bread so seriously. Update August 10, 2025. My post got taken down but I'm still gonna do an update. The night that I posted the story, I saw her last night burying a Ziploc bag of cooked spaghetti under my car and yelling that she has to do this to confuse the bread spirits. I thought that would be my last straw, but then last night, I saw her in my backyard, my fenced backyard, shaking what looked like a salt shaker over my lawn while mumbling something about restoring the breadline. That was it. I called the non-emergency police line. 2 officers show up about 20 minutes later. I explained the whole situation, the dead sourdough starter, the 3 a.m. chanting, the raw chicken, the jars of swamp water, the spaghetti burial, all of it. I try to make it sound serious but not too insane. They go to talk to her, and within about 30 seconds, I hear her yelling, "She's lying. The doe told me what she did." Then she drags them into her kitchen to show them the evidence. 10 minutes later, the officers come back out looking like they just survived a hostage negotiation with the Pillsbury Doughboy. They said she has some unusual beliefs, but as long as she's not physically harming me or damaging property, their hands are tied. They suggested I install a fence, I have one, and avoid engaging. As they were leaving, Linda stood on her porch holding a loaf of bread over her head like the Lion King baby and screamed, "The curse will turn on you." So now I have police documentation, 0 solutions, and a neighbor who probably thinks she won that round. Relevant comments. Commenter. Well, might be time to call Adult Protective Services. Commenter. Yeah, I was just going to suggest it, too. I try not to knock someone's belief system, but she positively sounds like her cheese done slipped off its cracker. It may be that she has something such as early onset Alzheimer's or other dementia going on that has made her become paranoid and is fixating the blame on you. Or she did too many drugs in the 60s, and the last surviving mental brain cells are finally giving up the ghost. But call Adult Protective Services and ask for a wellness check to be done, as she has developed a few disturbing behavior problems, and you are worried she may harm herself. At most, they will talk with her and deem her harmless but put her on their watch list. Or if she is nice and gives a repeat performance of the show she gave the police, they may have her placed in 72-hour hold for observation and then treatment if needed. Either way, you may get some answers on how to deal with her better, or a mini vacay from the crazy train for a few days. Commenter. Do y'all have a landlord? They would probably be pissed about her spreading salt in the backyard and leaving a raw chicken to rot on your front porch.